guys, welcome back to Book Talk with Meg. My name is Megan for those of you who don't know. Hi, welcome, hope you stick around. If you decide to, do not forget to click the subscribe button down below. It'll notify you when I upload new videos. Today I'm here with the end of the year book tag, which was created by Ariel Bissett, who is a fellow Canadian booktuber. Always proud to rep my Canadians. And it is basically a tag video to kind of update yourself on your reading and the reading goals you have and what you want to accomplish for the last few months of the year. Similarly, I have done the mid-year freakout tag and also my reading goals for the year, which I will link in the cards and in the description if you guys want to see. This is basically my last video reflecting on my reading before my end of the year videos, where I will have my stats, the book I've read, if I've read all my anticipated releases, and that kind of stuff. So without further ado, let's hop on into the questions, which will all be linked in the down bar if you guys want to look at them or do it for yourself. The first question is, do you have any books that you have been reading this year that you need to finish? And for that I have two, which I'm not mad about. It's going well. The first one is Seafire, which I'm reading on my Kindle. This is a book by Natalie C. Parker, and I am loving this book. Like, this book is definitely a 5-star read for me as of now. I am 66% through with this book, which is great. It is a female pirate story about sisterhood and revenge for your family because the main character's family was killed. It is a pirate-filled adventure, a lot to do with the sailing and the boat and the sisterhood, and I'm really loving it. It is a very popular book, so I don't think I need to go into more detail, but I definitely just want to finish it. It's just so many books have been coming out, and I've been reading a lot more physically than on my Kindle, so it's been taking away a little bit of that reading time. The other book I have is The Cruel Prince by Holly Black, which again I have really been loving, and I don't know why I haven't read it, but I really need to read it before The Wicked King comes out in January. I am currently 193 pages in, so again, a very good chunk of the way through with this book. I am loving it. Again, a little bit less than Seafire because fantasy and fae is not something I'm used to, so it takes more time to immerse myself, whereas with Seafire, pirate books are my all-time favorite. So it's a little bit for different reasons. I feel like this book, I started to read it and then I got another book in the mail, picked that one up, and just never thought to go back to it, which could be an issue, but I really want to try to finish this because I do want to see the ending, and apparently it's an amazing book and I feel like the ending might do it more justice, like people have been saying. The second question is, do you have an autumnal book to transition you into the next season? For that, I have to choose Spinning Silver by Naomi Novak. This is kind of referred to as a Rupert Stiltskin retelling, and it sounds like an amazing book, again with fantasy. I do tend to associate fantasy and autumn together, which is why I chose this book. The overall cover and premise of this book are very enchanting to me, which is the kind of feeling I get with autumn. I really want to pick this up. I think it's going to put me in a very cozy mood, and Reagan from Peru's Project has been absolutely raving about this book, so I really feel like I should be reading this before the end of the year. The third question is there a new release you are still waiting for? And when I planned out this video, the answer was Arch Enemies by Marissa Meyer, because it released on Tuesday and I'm filming this on Thursday, so basically it just arrived, and this was my last anticipated book for the year of 2018, which is surprising because for a lot of people I feel like Queen of Air and Darkness is going to be the answer, but I am not there with Sandra Clare, and I haven't read a lot of her books, and Renegades was like one of my all-time favorite books of this year, so I was highly anticipating this book, and this will be my next read, so obviously, you know, I had to include this in here because otherwise I would not have an answer, so I'm going to cheat and go with this as it has released in the week of filming this video. The next question is 3 books you want to read before the end of the year. And again, I'm going to have to cheat with this one because Arch Enemies is like on my top priority list before the end of the year, so this is definitely the first book I want to read before the end of 2018. The next book I have on that list is Strange the Dreamer by Laini Taylor, which if you've seen my November TBR, which if not will be linked up in The cards, I talk about how I know absolutely nothing about this book because everyone who talks about this book or tries to review this book says it's better to go in blind, so that's exactly what I'm going to tell you guys. I just know this has to do with Last Lestrange and the Land of Weep, and apparently it has very beautiful lyrical writing. This is the first book in a duology. Muse of Nightmare is the second. And the last book I want to read is probably a shocker if you've been on my channel for like whatever amount of time. You know, Stalking Jack the Ripper is my all-time favorite series, aside from Harry Potter, but I have yet to read Escaping from Houdini by Carrie Maniscalco. This is my signed copy. I do have another copy right here, which I will be reading, but basically I am in love with this series, and I think I'm just very afraid that I will not like this book, because apparently there's a new love interest at this point in like the series, and I just hope he gets away, because even if I haven't read about him, the main reason why I love this story so much is because of Audrey Rose and Thomas, so my heart would die if they don't end up together. But if you guys don't know, Stalking Jack the Ripper is a series that takes place in previous times, and basically we follow a main character, Audrey Rose, who is a female who likes science, which obviously was not very well regarded, and basically she does autopsies on bodies with her uncle, and she solves murder mysteries kind of thing with her relationship, boy interest, and her family. And the first one is the Jack the Ripper's lookalike murders, and the other one is Murders from Dracula, Hunting Prince Dracula, and this one is with Houdini. So yeah, I don't think I'm doing the series justice, but I do want to make a full review of the series once I'm completed this, while I wait for the fourth book in this series to come out. The last question in this tag is, have you made plans, reading plans for the next year? And the answer has to be yes, of course I already have. I have planned my reading goals, the series I want to catch up with and read. I am already planning my most anticipated reads, what books I'm going to pre-order. I'm kind of a maniac and very structured person when it comes to this, so of course it's November, my plans are already made for next year, and keep on the lookout because I will be making videos strictly about my bookish plans. So I tag all of you to do this video or to leave your answers in the comments below, and I will see you in my next video. Also, if you haven't seen, I am hosting a giveaway right now on my channel for a copy of What If It's Us, so do not forget to enter that giveaway.